is the Ultimate Warrior. For ticket information, call 416-872-1111. WrestleMania VI. It's the Ultimate Challenge.
Skydome next Sunday. 65,000 Ultimate Warrior fans and Hulkamaniacs will fill the dome for what should be quite a show. WrestleMania has been a phenomenal success since its inaugural event 5 years ago. Since then, stadiums and arenas across North America have been jammed to the rafters when the stars of WrestleMania come to town. The names and faces have become entrenched in North American culture. Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and King Kong Bundy are more than pro wrestlers, they're cult heroes. And they do more than toss each other around in a ring. And next Sunday, WrestleMania VI will be held at Skydome, the first time WrestleMania has ventured outside of the United States. The feature match has World Wrestling Federation champion Hulk Hogan against WWF Intercontinental champ, the Ultimate Warrior.
Whatever belt is on the line, it does not matter to me and the Warriors. Only the challenge, Hulk Hogan.
Joining us now from New Haven, Connecticut is current WWF Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan. Hulk, how and why did this bout with the Ultimate Warrior take place?
Well, you know, it's a logical extension of what's going down, man. When Hulkamania set the rules for the training, the prayers, and the vitamins, man, masses of kids, generations of little Hulksters followed the Hulkster all the way to victory. Now in the WWF, the only way to get to that peak, to get to that #1 contender position, is to have mobs, millions and thousands of kids on your side. Now the Ultimate Warrior has all of his warriors out there, and I've got all my Hulkamaniacs, and it was the ultimate challenge, the ultimate encounter that had to happen. The WWF had to let this happen.
How do you feel about coming to Skydome for WrestleMania VI?
Well, you know, I feel it's just one more thing, one more advantage for Hulk Hogan, because I've wrestled everywhere in the world, Hulkamaniacs. New York, Tokyo, Japan, the Budokan, Africa, Asia, all points in between. And when I come to Maple Leaf Gardens, the type of fans that are Maple Leaf Gardens are the greatest wrestling fans in the world. And at Skydome, all those Toronto Hulkamaniacs combined with all the ones that flew and drove and walked all that way just to get to Skydome, it's going to be the greatest atmosphere, the greatest ever.
Hulk, normally you're an overwhelming fan favorite, but there are going to be a lot of Ultimate Warrior fans on hand this time around. How do you react to that?
Usually, there's nobody out in the crowd that's not a Hulkamaniac, but we know about all those little warriors that may be stuck out there in the sand pebble somewhere. But the way I look at it, it's 1,000,000 against 1. All my Hulkamaniacs with all the energy we got all over the world are going to converge and focus on the Skydome at one time. So if there happen to be a few too many warriors in one corner, we'll direct all that energy that way. But I guarantee you, Hulkamania will rule at Skydome.
Some people claim the Ultimate Warrior is stronger than you are, Hulk, but don't you have those 24-inch pythons?
Well, you know, this is where the power lies, Hulkamaniacs. This is the power of the Hulkster, brother. The 24-inch arms, the largest in the world. I'm not worried about the Warrior. If you're talking about human being versus human being, okay, I've got a few pounds on it, big deal. But I tell you what, when I feel all my Hulkamaniacs start to swell at Skydome, the Ultimate Warrior is going to look like my shadow at high noon, power-wise.
If for some stretch of the imagination you were to lose to the Ultimate Warrior, how would you react?
You know, a lot of those little warriors out there are putting the horse behind the cart. You know, a lot of people are predicting that Ultimate Warrior will prevail at Skydome. It'd have to be a natural disaster. There'd have to be a reason for it. There'd have to be something wrong between the sun, the moon, and the earth. Something wrong with my God that I worship there. Something wrong. Somebody'd have to slip on a huge banana peel. But if that happened, I'm a Hulkamaniac, dudes. I can deal with it. I'll come get him.
What do you hope to accomplish before you pack it in, Hulk?
The final coup de grace, when the fat lady sings that song, Hulkamaniac, is the only time Hulk Hogan's going to leave the world of professional wrestling. And I'm going to turn every single human being into a Hulkamaniac that trains, says his prayers, and eats his vitamins.
I guarantee you that not all 60,000 people will be pulling for the polka dots, yeah, because I'll guarantee you, the Macho Madness bandwagon is rolling along, cannot be stopped, will not be stopped, because I am a former World Wrestling Federation champion. I am at the fork of the road of my career. I've gone to the top of the mountain, and I'm planning on returning. Do you think a loss to Sapphire and Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, are going to help my chances or hurt my chances? Time's up, buzzer. That's it. No free gifts for this man right here. I am going to beat Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire if they have to beat them both, if they have to beat them separately, or have to beat them together. Yeah,
Beautiful. Speaking of the WWF, Don Cherry's going to be on breakfast television.
Tag team match. So for those of you who thought the King was dead,
but I'm just saying, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, you are definite enemies of mine because you got something that I want. And I'm talking to two plural guys in a singular fashion, you know? Because I don't know.
And the hype continues, folks. Only 6 more Ultimate days until the Ultimate Challenge at the Ultimate Skydome. Oh, boy. The main players started arriving today in Toronto. The Mouth of the South, manager Jimmy Hart was plugging a new album. Hacksaw Jim Duggan put on a pretty good show for the local media. And the Macho King Randy Savage was just, well, being himself.
And in Toronto at WrestleMania VI, this will be watched all around the world. So you have to realize that a man in my position cannot afford to look ridiculous. No, the Macho
Stu Bundy, CFTO Sports.
Hey, here's my favorite wrestler, the Macho King, Randy Savage. We love him. Dusty's gonna bow. Dusty's bowing to the Macho King tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
okay, Ty, you're here. This is it, the Ultimate Challenge.
Yeah, I know, the best time of my life this time.
But I'm going to go out on a limb, and I kind of like the Warrior on this one because, you know, just a short time ago, Mike Tyson, he got upset, and I don't know, you think because the Warrior's going to be very loose for this one, the pressure's always on the champion, and I don't know, I think the Warrior might pull it off here.
Don't you dare miss it.
You got that right.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Back to the race. The men's winner was Brendan Mathias of the U of T Track Club. Etobicoke Sandra Onschwentz was the women's champ, but it was the Bushwhackers who grabbed most of the attention at the finish line.
Bushwhackers are classic.
Wrestling fans got a preview of tomorrow's excitement this afternoon. Here's CFTO's Paul Rogers to explain.
Think wrestling isn't popular? Think again. As many as 1,000 fans jammed Lawrence Square Mall this afternoon just to gaze upon their wrestling heroes. Despite long lineups and a wait of up to 3 hours, no one seemed disappointed. The men they came to see may not be household names, but in the wrestling world they are superstars. Coco Beware, the Hart Foundation, the Rockers, they'll all be at Skydome tomorrow. WrestleMania has gripped Toronto. More than 60,000 tickets have already been sold for Sunday's main event featuring Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. It's the first WrestleMania ever held outside the United States, and fans have shown their appreciation with record ticket sales.
Oh, it was squished like a sardine in there, but it was worth it.
Today, it's great. It's great, but we need Hogan to show up here.
It's worth seeing. We want to see off the Warriors, man!
Fans are coming from as far away as Florida to be ringside, and Metro Police are predicting a headache for driving to and from the event tomorrow night. The Gardner Expressway remains closed in both directions from the Humber River to Leslie Street. Officials are recommending WrestleMania fans Haku.
And the other one, Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire beat the Macho King Randy Savage and his partner Sensational Sherry. The big thing about that one is that Elizabeth made her appearance. She helped with the pin. Looks like Liz is back. Now, we don't know if the videographer Dominic Shulo is definitely a Hulkamaniac. Earlier today, he caught up with another big wrestling fan.
Over 66,000 people will be in attendance at today's Ultimate Challenge down at the Skydome. One big fan will come from this house here in Scarborough who's waited 5 years, which is a long time when you're only 9 years old. Where's all this WrestleMania stuff of yours?
Right in my room, all WrestleMania stuff. I got headbands, pictures, books, I got weights, and the most important thing, tickets.
Did somebody say keep on running?
ID, and I'll see the Ultimate Challenge.
Your prediction, Pat?
The title match all the way into Continental Champion Ultimate Warrior. The mixed tag team match, it's for sure Sapphire and American Dream.
So where did you get all this Hulkamania stuff? Where do you have all this Hulkamania stuff?
I collected it when I was younger. I used to love Hulk Hogan when I was young. He was my hero. But now he's kind of old and he doesn't have that big of muscles anymore.
What's your favorite hold?
I guess Ultimate Warrior's hold when he picks up the guy right over his head, drops him, and gives him a jump right on his spine.
Did you get any tickets today knowing that you're going to WrestleMania today?
Yeah.
You're pretty excited. WrestleMania 6. 66,000 Hulkamaniacs and Ultimate Warrior fans are crammed in the Skydome at this hour to witness pro wrestling's latest extravaganza. Sports Beat's own Stu Bundy is there as well. Hello, Stu.
Well, Jerry and Joe, as you can see, WrestleMania 6 is well underway right behind us. It's the first mixed tag team match between Dusty Rhodes and his partner Sapphire and the Macho King Randy Savage and his partner, the sensational Queen Sherry. This place is just crazy with excitement. So far, this event has lived up to all the hype that has been produced the last couple of weeks. And earlier, I had a chance to get down and mingle with some of the fans, and also I had a chance to speak with a couple of very important gentlemen in the WWF. All right, obviously we have some Hulk Hogan fans here, huh?
Yeah!
Who do you want to win? Hogan! Hulk Hogan! I am the champion!
I have 3 predictions. Calgary, UNLV, and Hulk Hogan. Okay, you sort them out and we'll work it out. Call Vegas, by the way, Stu, but don't tell the office.
Okay, here's an update. Sensational Sherry has just been pinned by Sapphire. So it looks like Macho Man has just lost another one.
I have just one ticket.
You can have all that crew with you?
Yeah. It'll work. I'm on television.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, watch this. This will be great.
How do you sneak everybody in? You must have some secret to get all 4 people in with one ticket. All right.
It'll work.
Hold on to that. Hold on to that. Hold on. Hold it.
Thank you, wrestling is such a snap, man. Hey, you're going to see me sneak in here with this one ticket. We'll do that in just a couple seconds. But let's do some wrestling videos. The Land of a Thousand Dances. Here on MuchMusic in stereo inside WrestleMania 6 in Skydome.
In record numbers, more than 67,000 of them to see their favorite wrestling stars do battle. And they got the ultimate treat, a new champion. That's right, the Hulkster has gone down. Greg Manzik will have the details later in CityTV Sports. Fest at the Skydome. Greg Manzik has the details. Gregor?
Laura, a record crowd of 67,678 filled the Skydome for WrestleMania 6 earlier tonight, and they enjoyed every minute of the 14-card event. Here's the voice of the WWF, Vince McMahon, with the call of the main event.
World Wrestling Federation President Jack Tunney ended speculation of a rematch with this statement. I cannot, in clear conscience, allow these 2 men to once again batter each other. Destiny.
What a match. A couple of other winners, Demolition, regained the tag team belt when they beat the Colossal Connection. And Sapphire pinned Scary Sherry with the help of Miss Elizabeth Solis.
Come on. What's your
Ultimate Warrior? What a battle. No clear-cut favorite amongst the 60,000 plus fans, but inside the ring, the Ultimate Warrior in every way the favorite. At one point, the Ultimate Warrior tossed Hulk Hogan out of the ring, and finally, after 25 minutes of mayhem, it was over for the Hulk, as the Ultimate Warrior pinned him to the mat, and Hogan handed over his gold belt. The Ultimate Warrior, the new WWF World Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable. And Jack Tunney, the president, at the point of exhaustion, passed the threshold of pain at the expense of risking torturous injury. So we will never see a rematch, according to the president, Jack Tunney.
WrestleMania 6, and a record Skydome crowd of over 67,000 turned out for the Ultimate Challenge, champion Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior. The fans at the Skydome.
WrestleMania, does this indicate a special interest in wrestling?
Over 67,000 fans crammed into Skydome yesterday for WrestleMania 6. An estimated 50 million viewers in 40 countries also tuned in for the extravaganza. A total of 14 matches took place featuring the best of the World Federation. Now the excitement is just incredible, like I just said.
Wrestling Federation fans did not have to ask for the roof to open at Skydome in Toronto, the site of WrestleMania 6.